Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome to my channel. It's time for another round of Cards Against My TBR, so stay tuned. So last month was my first ever Cards Against My TBR, and I was so excited to share it all with you. And I thought that my Cards Against TBR was, or my Cards Against My TBR was like original, and I was the only one that was doing it. And after posting that video, I discovered that I'm not the only one. However, I'm the only one that does it the way I do it. So there are two other people that use a Cards Against Humanity inspired game. So we have Melanie Tries to Read. She does a Books Against Humanity and has her own little deck made with bookish prompts and things like that. And then we have KJ and her books, and she does Cards Against Books, and she also has her own little card deck made with bookish prompts. And I will link both of those down below if you want to go and check them out. I love me some TBR games, so I'm all for watching other people's. So before we get into the cards that I picked for this month, let's go over how I did with the cards from last month. Now at this point in time, it is January 22nd, so there are still some days in the month, but we're going to just kind of base things on how I've done up to now. So these are all of the books that I was supposed to read for last month's Cards Against My TBR. For the card today on BuzzFeed, 10 pictures of the Queens of Finburn that look like the Ice Queen. I have read both of these. For the card, Yo Mama So Fat She Never Fade. I have read that. For the card, Tonight on Snick, Are You Afraid of the Darkest Minds? I have read this. For the card, Old MacDonald Had a Darker Shade of Magic, E-I-E-I-O. I have read this. For the card, Ancient Aliens, I had The Infinite Sea by Rick Yancey, and I have not read this. For the card, Shouting the Loudest, I was to read Dreamfall by Amy Plum, and I have read this. For the card, Free Ice Cream Yo, I had Stay Sweet by Saban Vivian, and I have not read this. And for the last card, J.D. Power and His Associates, I was to read The Passengers by John Mars, and I have read this. So these two I did not successfully complete. I'm going to put those cards back in the books. And last month I asked you guys for ideas for punishments for if I didn't complete all of the books. And I got quite a few different recommendations for punishments. And the one I think I decided to go with is, well, there's actually two parts to this. So for one, these have to go on to my February TBR. If I can't finish them by the end of this month, I have to finish them next month. So that's the first part of the punishment. The second part is, if I haven't completed all of my cards, then I cannot use my Have I Read It books for my Cards Against TBR. So, because I didn't complete them, I cannot use any of these books here that I have for my Have I Read It. So let me move these out of the way. And after, having a month of doing this the way that I did, I've determined that I want to make a change. So I know this is only the second video, but we're kind of figuring it out as we go. So I've decided that instead of doing 8 cards, I'm only going to do 6, because I'm going to do less for each thing, just so I have a little bit more wiggle room, because sometimes I end up like wanting to add extra books, or like the books, for example, reading the Queens of Finburn, I ended up having to read 3 Dark Crowns and 1 Dark Throne before I could read that. So yeah, I've had to read a lot of extra books throughout this month, and I want to be able to have the freedom to fit in these extra books. So I have 3 question cards and 3 answer cards here, and we're just going to jump right into it. So the first question card I have here is, young lady, you better knock it off with blank or you're grounded. And so I can't use any of my have I read it. So let me figure out what I want to do for this one.
One eternity later.
Okay, I decided to go with young lady, you better knock it off with the madness underneath or you're grounded. This is by Maureen Johnson. This is the second book in the Shades of London series, and I've read the first one and really enjoyed it, so I'm looking forward to reading the second one. Next up we have new from Mattel. It's blank Barbie. What do I have? Ooh, I know. So I need to read the 3rd book in the Oz series, so I'm choosing Ozma of Oz for this. So new from Mattel, it's Ozma of Oz Barbie. And Ozma is the Queen of Oz. Okay, next up we have, coming up on Turner Classic Movies, Sean Connery and Alec Baldwin star in The Hunt for Blank. So I know that the movie that is originally talking about is The Hunt for Red October, and it's like a war movie. What do we have? Okay, I decided to go with The Demigod Files, which is like a Percy Jackson novella by Rick Riordan. So coming up on Turner Classic Movies, Sean Connery and Alex Baldwin star in The Hunt for the Demigod Files. I think it fits. And it's short. Oh wait, there's actually fun stuff to do in the back. There's like a crossword puzzle and a word search and a word jumble. Oh, fun. And the book, like I said, it's short. It's only like 149 pages, so this will be perfect. Okay, so those are all of the question cards. So we have The Madness Underneath, Ozma of Oz, and The Demigod Files. Okay, now for the answer cards. So the first one I have here is a messy bitch who lives for drama. For this, I'm thinking something like very teen, angsty, maybe like a drama queen kind of thing. So let me see what I can find. Okay, I decided for this one I'm going to go with Cindy Ella by Robin Palmer. This is a Cinderella retelling, and well, I mean, for one, Cinderella is a messy bitch because she's like always having to clean and stuff. She has to deal with the dirty everything, and there's a lot of drama involved. And this one, I mean, it turns Cindy into the queen of the freaks just in time for prom. This sounds like it'll be fun. Next up, we have My Own Fingers. I think for this one, I'm just going to pick whatever I like. I think that's fitting. So for that, I'm going to choose, When No One Is Watching by Alyssa Cole. I know this is the February Literally Dead Book Club choice, so I'm gonna read this one for that. And then the last answer card I have here is Linda, 18 but wise beyond her years, achingly beautiful. So I'm thinking YA or new adult, centered around beauty, or where beauty is like an important factor. The first thing that comes to mind for me is one I've already read, and I don't want to read that again because I've been reading this entire series, but that is the Throne of Glass series, because I know her beauty is a very big factor throughout, especially in the beginning. But like I said, I've just gotten through that series. I don't want to do it again. Hold on. Okay, so for this I decided to go with a Beauty and the Beast retelling because, I mean, beauty does play a big part in any Beauty and the Beast story. On the Beast's side, because he was so vain and all of that and got turned into the Beast, and then we have Beauty, you know, Belle is the Beauty, and I decided to go with As Old as Time, A Twisted Tale by Liz Bradwell. And it says, what if Belle's mother cursed the Beast? And this is about Belle's mother being this beautiful enchantress, and she's the one that cursed the Beast. And this is what I'm going to choose for that. So for my answer cards, we have Cindy Ella, When No One Is Watching, and As Old as Time. So this is what I have to read for this round, plus the 2 from last time. So still ended up with 8 books. But I'm excited for these. Some of them are relatively small. And yeah, I love retelling, so I'm excited to have some retellings in here. Have you guys read any of these books? Did you like them? Did you not? Comment down below and let me know. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye!